and welcome to our quick video on how to install the Newbook Booking Engine WordPress plugin. From our Newbook website, simply click here to download the plugin. Once that's downloaded, we can install it. Simply go to the website, go to Plugins, Add New Plugin, and click Upload. Let's drag the plugin that we've just downloaded and click Install. Then, Activate Plugin. There we go, it's now activated. We'll now see this option on the left that says Newbook Online. In here, we have the API key, the region, and the page. Choose the page that it needs to sit on. So, the Book Online page. Make sure these are selected. jQuery and jQuery UI are required, unless your website already loads them. There's a note here about excluding the page from cache, and excluding query arguments as well. This theme section is deprecated. You can no longer set colors through this method. To do this, we can simply go to the Newbook Online setup page within Newbook itself. So, the first thing we'll do is to add the booking engine to the page. So we'll select this shellcode here. We'll navigate to the page that we want to put that on. So we need to add in a shortcode block. In WordPress, you can search for shortcode. Drag that in, and then you can paste what you've just copied. Let's save and view the page. Now the booking engine is loading on the website. Now the width. It's a little bit too wide, and the colors don't quite match, and the fonts are a little bit different. To correct the width, we first need to know what width we need to set this to. You can use a screenshot tool to quickly measure this. In the Newbook Online setup page, we can now edit this theme setting, go to Layout, and update the maximum width. This is now updated. Now we want this green color here, so we can use a color picker and select the color. Now we can pop that into the primary color and save. We can now see it's using this green color throughout. We've got a very specific corner radius of buttons here. This one is slightly more. You can work out what this is by selecting Inspect to find out how many pixels the border radius is using. We can now go to the Buttons tab and update the corner radius. Let's update our small button corner radius as well, and save. The headings are currently green. We want them to be black. So we'll go into Text, Headings, Override. Select my preferred color and click Save. This will update the headings. This is currently using a font called Popups. To make this consistent, we can update this in the Text tab and update our font name to Poppins and save. Now it's using the font Poppins everywhere. That's all you need to do to get up and running. However, if you like, there are a few other options as well to customize the page further. You can change the listing layout to grid, which will show multiple items per row. You can select dark mode if you have a dark background. This will change anything that's black to white. You've got bottom spacing and top spacing. This controls the space between here and the top. So if you find there's too much space up here, the default is 50, so you can override these and change them to what you like. If you've got a different font for your heading, you can override it and add it in here. If your heading needs to be a certain font weight, you can control that here. With buttons, you've got the primary and secondary buttons. The primary are these, and the secondary are these ones up here. If you want these to be different, you can control the background hover, the border colors, the font colors, and everything. Same for secondary. There's a few things that you should check when adding this to your website. Let's ensure the more details pop-ups work. If you have a sticky header, that is, your header will follow you down the page when you scroll down, it's a good idea to have the more details section sit lower than the header, so the header can float and doesn't go over the top of this pop-up. If that's the case, you can simply change this pop-up top spacing. And when this pop-up opens, that would now be offset from the top, which will allow the top menu and the sticky menu to continue working correctly. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please note you can also see these steps and other FAQs on our WordPress plugin page.